Hello, beautiful people. This is me. I'm your host, and today I'm gonna show you how to do a green eye look, or at least the one which I have on me. And yes, we have here a company. The palette which I'm gonna using is the Sweet Peach. Because I'm using this palette, it doesn't mean you have to. There are other cheaper alternatives. For example, e.l.f. they have their bite-size palette in mint color where you have 4 different shades of green. And also Wet n Wild, they have beautiful variety of colors. But in case if you don't want to spend your money, just look into your own collection. Maybe you're gonna find something which you didn't use in a while. This palette, it's called Sweet Peach, but if you look at it, you have a variety of shades. And because I didn't use it in a while myself, I decided to give it a go. Anyway, let's just move over to the eye look so then you can see how did I achieve it. This palette has many beautiful colors. However, I'm gonna focus on 3, which are, or I should say, which is this bunny color and then those 2 greens. So the bunny one, it's called White Peach. The light green, it's Bless Her Heart, and the darker one, it's Tempting. Pretty much I'm gonna use those 3 shades to create an eye look. To be find out if I'm gonna add anything else. I'm gonna start by applying the White Peach underneath my brows as the transition shade. Bless Her Heart, the light green, I'm gonna apply on the lid. So that's gonna be our main focal point. The color itself, it's really pretty. So if you want, you can just stick with this shade, meaning you can just put on the top of the lid and then underneath maybe apply a little bit of yellow in the corners and you are good to go. But let me follow up with the rest of the look. By the way, the brushes which I'm using, this is Sonia Kashuk brush. It was one of her, I don't know, seasonal collections. And this is Wet n Wild. I don't remember the name of it, but I think that's their eyeshadow brush. And I do enjoy this brush. Let me just show you something. And you can tell that, yeah, I do like it because I have multiples of it. But anyway, going back to the look, let me put some more shade. I have Bless Her Heart on my lids, but I'm gonna go with the Tempting in the creases. And depending how it's gonna look, possible I'm gonna go underneath my eyes or go back to the light and green. Using the eye blender brush, this one is from Essence. I'm gonna go with the darker shade in the crease. Come on. Let's say in the crease and in the outer V, just to give a little bit more of a dimension. And don't worry if you go too far, and don't be afraid or don't be scared if you overdraw the shadow, because that's why we went with the lightened shade, so it's going to be easier to clean up the mess afterwards. Going back to the lightened shade, I'm gonna clean up the edges to make them look more polished and clean. I could easily use the darker shade underneath my eyes, but I don't want this look to be too dark, so I'm gonna go back to the lightened shade and apply underneath. However, before I do that, I'm gonna apply, let's say, the rest of my face, and then I'll be back. eyes look a little bit more presentable. What I did, I applied the Hard Candy foundation, that's their Glamour Flash, concealer from e.l.f., the Hydrating Camo Concealer, brow stylist from L'Oreal, so that's like a mascara for your brows, brow pencil from Physician Formula, and L'Oreal, no, Infallible Black Eyeliner on my top waterline to give me more definition. But anyway, when I'm looking in the mirror, this look, it could stay the way it is. Oh yeah, let me just backtrack. I use brown because I don't have green liner, but guess what? Because I'm doing green eyes, it doesn't mean you have to use green eyeliner. You can easily mix and match shade. There is no rules because at the end of the day, you're gonna wash up the makeup. And by applying it, that's the best way to find out which colors work for you, or I should say which techniques. But anyway, let's just go back to the eyes. I have here two greens. I'm looking at myself, and at this point, I think I'm gonna go with the lightened one underneath. I'm gonna take that's a smudge liner, but you know what? Let me just go with the lightened shade and put underneath. It's up to you if you want to make a thin line thicker, or you can also merge them to give you that eye cat. I think it's not cat liner. Eyeliner, wing eyeliner. Here we go, wing eyeliner look. I'm gonna go back to the light green just to add back a little bit more of the shade, and you know what, I'll just put a little bit more to make it more brighten. And also, where are you at? Here we go. I'm gonna apply nectar in the corner of my eyes just to open them up a little bit, because with all those dark shades the eye look nice, but it's gonna make it a little bit smaller. Oh, I applied the eyeshadow first because it's easier to clean, especially if you have a fallouts, because once you put your foundation on, yes, you can still clean it, but it's a little bit harder. Look at that. Let me put a little bit more, and right away we're getting a different look. At this point, I'm gonna apply mascara, the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back with the final look. I don't know if our green friend over here is gonna approve my look, but that's the finished look. What I add, since you saw me the last time, I add few things. One of them, it's Physician Formula Butter Blush in Plum Rose. I went for like the neutral shade because the eyes are really dark and you don't want to have too many colors. What I mean by it, if your eyes are dark, your lips want to be neutral, or if you have bright standout lips, you want to go easy on the eyes. So I have a blush from the same brand. I have highlighter, that's the Pink Rose. Bronzer from L'Oreal, that's their Lumi bronzer, followed by the powder, that's the Rimmel Stay Matte. On my lips, I have lip gloss from Milani, that's their Tropical Shine. And I set up everything using the Maybelline makeup setting spray up to 60-hour wear. Alright, this is supposed to be a green eye look. If it's green, yes, it's not like bright green, but guess what? It's still within the theme for the St. Patrick's Day. So hopefully this video was helpful to you, and I see you next time. Bye!